Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared2 here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. And this tutorial will be going ahead and doing a redesign for the LCVP. The Landing Craft Vehicle Personnel, LCVP abbreviated, or Higgins Boat was a landing craft used extensively in amphibious landings in World War II. The craft was designed by Andrew Higgins based on boats made for operating in swamps and marshes. More than 23,000 were built by Higgins Industries and licensees. Typically constructed from plywood, the shallow draft barge-like boat could ferry a roughly platoon-sized complement of 36 men to shore at 9 knots or 17 kilometers per hour. Men generally entered the boat by climbing down a cargo net hung from the side of their troop transport. They exited by charging down the boat's lower bow ramp. Taking the last letter of the LCVP designation, sailors often nicknamed the Higgins boat the Papa boat or Peter boat to tell it apart from other landing craft such as the LCU and LCM, with LCM being called the Mike boat. So overall, a very kind of important vessel. It was used widely across the war, and 23,000 being built in the short time span of 1942 to 1945. It really was needed by the Allied forces to be used basically in conflicts of World War II. So the reason why we are building this boat today is to kind of remember and celebrate the 75th anniversary of D-Day. D-Day was the day that pretty much the Allies invaded Europe and took a strong foothold to basically get access to Europe and to start taking the fight back against the Nazi German Reich. So it was a very important event, and a lot rested on it, and luckily the Allies were obviously successful in their invasion attempt, and the Higgins boat was a very huge part of that. And just wanted to kind of make a build to kind of remember D-Day and all those men that fought and died on that beach, and without their sacrifice, we wouldn't have been able to get a foothold, and who knows what the future would have been, how different it would have been. But definitely a really important day and something that should definitely be remembered, and hopefully this build just kind of gives a little bit of memory to that day and a little bit of history into it. So anyways, this is a redesign. I did do a Higgins boat a long time ago, and so time to obviously redesign it and everything like that. I thought with D-Day right here, why not make one for sure. Anyways, this new one is a lot more accurate to the actual Higgins boat. The previous one was just kind of built off of what, I thought the bottom of a Higgins boat looked like, and it wasn't very accurate, to say the very least. So this one's going off 3D models, real life pictures and stuff like that, to really create an accurate draft of the ship, and as well kind of better the detailing and some of the design aspects of it altogether. And we start off with the draft is something that's been completely reworked. So obviously the Higgins boat is very interesting in the fact that it doesn't really have that much of a draft. It has kind of a bulge up here in the front, but then it kind of goes back and it just has the single propeller go back here, and the whole kind of blends in and starts to blend into the top portion up here. So there really isn't too much in terms of a very crazy kind of hull for the ship, but pretty cool nonetheless. As we go ahead and continue on, we have obviously the front of the boat here. So this is the ramp that would be able to drop here. We have the little things here, basically the cable, the little motors here that would be able to raise and lower the ramp with the cables. Inside you have the troop bay here, so very large troop bay, can fit quite a bit of stuff in here. Coming back here, we have the little engine compartment that's located right there. We have the driver's section here, which kind of has a cool little technique of using the skeleton skull and armor stands to kind of create a little bit of a steering wheel type design. Came out pretty good. Pretty happy with that. We have two 30 cals mounted on the back here for gunners to support, basically give some covering fire for the troops disembarking. And you have basically the back here and all that stuff. So overall, really nice build. It came out pretty good, and I hopefully you guys can enjoy the build and use it for yourselves and everything like that in any kind of D-Day scenarios or anything like that. Last one did pretty good, so hopefully this one does just as good, and you guys can all enjoy it and put it to good use, obviously. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by starting with our first layer, layer 1. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our first layer, we'll be going ahead and start with layer 1. Now, since the first few layers here are pretty much symmetrical, we're going to be going ahead and basically covering how to do basically one half of the build. So we're going to go ahead and cover the center line, go ahead and talk about how to do the right side, and then leave it up to you guys to copy the left side over between layers. It's pretty simple, straightforward stuff for the first few layers, so it shouldn't be anything difficult. Also, one thing I want to cover is if you're building this thing in the water, which the majority of you guys probably will be, you're going to want to make sure that you have the water level at this level here, and you can see we have these brick top slabs and stuff. You want to make sure that these are underneath the water at this right height. If not, you're going to have a completely messed up boat. It's going to be too high in the water, too low, and you just want to make sure that is correct. Anyways, for us to go ahead and get started here, we're going to go and place down a brick top slab, and after this we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 more brick top slabs, giving you a row of 7 right here. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 red stained clay blocks back, followed by a brick stair. Come off the brick stair, a brick slab, followed by another brick stair, iron trap door, and a brick upside down stair like that. Going back up to the front here, we're going to work our way out to the side now. So we're going to place down a brick top slab coming off this second brick top slab here in the middle row. We're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, giving you a row of 8 along the side here. We're going to go ahead and then go to the second brick top slab again in this second row here out to the side. Place down a brick top slab out to the side, 1, 2, and 3 back like that. Looking at it from above, you should get something that looks like this, and you're going to go ahead and copy the right side that we did over here, obviously over to the left side. And with that all complete, that'll pretty much wrap up our first layer. And then with that, we can move on to our next layer, layer 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2 to go and begin with, we're going to place down a red terracotta block on top of this brick top slab up here in the front. Coming off this red terracotta block, we're going to place down a brick upside down stair going toward the front and the bow of the ship like that. Going back from this brick stair, we're going to have a total of, we already have our 1 block right here. We're going to place down a second, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 red stained clay blocks back, followed by 1, 2, and 3 brick top slabs, a birchwood fence gate, cobblestone wall, sandstone slab, and a red stained clay block like that. On both sides of this cobblestone wall, if you can, we're going to place down a wooden sign here on both sides of it. If it's in the water, obviously you can't place down signs in the water, at least I think with some of the kind of, I guess, older, newer kind of versions type deal, so you may have to kind of not put down the signs. Either way, not that big of a deal. Anyways, going ahead and continue on, we're going to place down a brick top slab next to this brick stair. Going back from the top slab, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 red stained clay blocks. We're then going to place down a brick upside down stair, followed by a brick corner stair, and then we just want to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 brick top slabs back. Once that's done, we're going to go back up to the front here. We're going to place down a brick upside down stair, coming off this red stained clay block like this to the side. Going back from the brick stair and place down a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 brick upside down or red stained clay blocks going back. We then want to take our brick stairs. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 brick upside down stairs, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 brick top slabs back. Going back up to the front here, we're going to go ahead and place down a brick top slab come off this red stained clay block. Going back from it, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4 brick upside down stairs, followed by 1, 2, and 3 brick top slabs. With that all done, that's going to wrap up layer 2. You're going to take what we did over here on the right side, flip it over to the left side, and from above, your draft of the ship should look something just like this. With that all complete, that's going to do it for layer 2. Let's move on to layer number 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to begin with, we're going to place down a polished andesite block on top of this brick upside down stair. Going back from this polished andesite block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 gray carpets back. We then want to place down a row of 3 of polished andesite, followed by 3 stone brick slabs, followed by a row of 4 of polished andesite, and then a cobblestone wall here on the very end. And that's going to do it there for the center line. When that's done there, we're going to go out to the side up here in the front on top of this brick top. So I'm going to place down a polished andesite block. We're going to take our gray carpet and place down a row of 12 of gray carpet going back as well. So just like this all the way back. When we get to this section here, over here on the right side, we're going to place down a row of 3 of polished andesite. However, over here on the left side, we're going to place down 2 polished andesite blocks and then a stone brick slab. So you can see here it's a little bit different. We have the row of 3 of polished andesite and then the row of 2 and then a stone brick slab here. Anyways, after the polished andesite or stone brick slab here, you're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, and 3 stone brick slabs back. We're then going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 polished andesite, and that's going to bring us back to the back here like that. When that's done, we're going to go back up to the front here, go out to the side again with a polished andesite block. Going back from the polished andesite block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Iron trapdoors back. Over here on the left side, you're going to be placing down 2 polished andesite blocks right next to these two, and then a stone brick stair. Over here on this side, it's a bit different. We're going to place down a stone brick corner stair, or just a stone brick stair like this. We're going to place down 1 and 2 stone brick stairs coming off of it, so this is a corner stair, and then you have 2 stairs going back. Now from this stair here, on both sides, we're going to be going back with a row of 4 of stone brick stairs back, so 1, 2, 2, and then 3, and then 4 like that back. Once that's done, we're going to take our polished andesite, we're going to place down 2 polished andesite blocks back, and then a cobblestone wall like that in the corner there. Going back up to the front here, we're going to go to the side of this polished andesite block, cobblestone wall, 1 back from it, where they're going to place down a polished andesite block, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 stone brick stairs back, followed by a polished andesite block. After that polished andesite block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 more polished andesite blocks, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cobblestone walls back just like that. And once that's done, you should get something that looks just like this. As you can see, the right side here around kind of like the driver's section and all that kind of stuff is a little bit different, so make sure that you have those laid out accordingly. And here's a bit of a view from above. Anyways, everything else over here on the right side is going to be the same over there on the left side, just go ahead and flip it over to the other side and you'll have layer 3 all complete. With that, that's going to do it for layer 3, and that'll be the last layer that we do pretty much half on, half off. We're going to do the rest of the layers all pretty much good to go and together. Also, one thing we're going to throw on is a skeleton skull coming off this polished andesite block here on both sides. I forgot to add that, so go ahead and throw that on. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for layer 3. Let's move on to layer number 4. Alright guys, so moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4, we're going to start off by going ahead and go into these 5 polished andesite blocks up here in the front, and we're going to place down a row of 5 of stone brick stairs across the top of them like so. We then want to take some cobblestone walls and place down a row of 5 of cobblestone walls behind those stairs. When that's all done there, we're going to go ahead and take our cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1 and 2 on top of these cobblestone walls here to both sides. After that's done, we're going to take polished andesite and we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 polished andesite blocks back. Same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 polished andesite blocks back. We're then going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cobblestone walls on the side here. Same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cobblestone walls back. With that all done, we're going to go to this first cobblestone wall here. We're going to place down 1 cobblestone wall toward the inside. Same thing over here on this side. With that done, we're going to then place down a stone brick top slab, or a row of 3 of stone brick top slabs across in between those cobblestone walls. Once that's done going back, we're going to place down a row of 3 of stone brick top slabs across like this, followed by a row of 5 of polished andesite blocks. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some black wool blocks, and we're going to place down a polished andesite block here in the middle, followed by a black wool block on both sides, and then their polished andesite block out to both sides. Once that's done there, we're going to go ahead and go to the middle, place down a stone slab, full block, followed by again a black wool block to both sides, and then a polished andesite block like that to both ends as well. With that all done, we're going to then place down a row of 3 of polished andesite on top of this row right here, followed by a cobblestone wall on both corners there, and also on the back there, like that, going upwards. With that all wrapped up, we're going to come back to the middle section here and work on this section. So for this, we're going to place down a row of 2 rows of 3 of polished andesite on top of the engine compartment. So just like that. We then want to place down a polished andesite, or a row of 2 across the front here like this. And then we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick upside down stair facing that direction like so. Now when we get to this point here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a armor stand and also a skeleton skull. Now for this is the design I used for my steering wheel. It's not perfect by all means, but it's a nice little design. I don't know if this will work for all versions, so you may need to come up with something a little bit different to get it to work a little bit more properly. But for me, I found this was the best looking kind of design here for basically what I wanted to do here. So for this, we're going to place down a armor stand, and we're going to place down a skeleton skull on top of it. You can have it turned at a little bit of an angle, whatever you want to do there. Doesn't really matter, but we're going to just have it something like that. We then want to go ahead and go into our creative menu, grab ourselves a piston and also a lever. Now for this design, we're going to go ahead and place down a piston that's going to be coming off the side of this block with the part that extends faced toward the block like so. We then want to place down a lever on top of the piston, flick the lever, and the piston should activate and push the polished andesite block over, kind of closing this off and creating a steering wheel type design. We're then going to place down a polished andesite block in the space that was from the block that was originally there that was moved over, and you should get something that looks like that for the steering wheel. Again, I don't know if that works on all versions, but it's just something you can play around with and experiment, and hopefully it works for you. Anyways, one thing I also want to mention is the writing or the letters on the side here. Now, I'm not going to be showing you guys how to do the banner, each banner one by one, as it just is absolutely pointless to do for the tutorial. And I actually encourage you guys to do your own lettering system on the side of the boat, just to kind of give it a better look, and you know, just have all the different boats have different numbers and stuff like that to give them different designations and stuff like that. Anyways, I'll be linking 2 tutorials down in the description. One will be for the letters and one will be for the numbers, and you can look here and see what I did for this one and kind of copy the same layout for the banners and stuff like that on yours. So again, those will be linked down in the description where you guys can take a look at those and be able to build your own letters using the banners. But other than that, that will pretty much go ahead and wrap up layer number 4. And with that, we can go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer number 5. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we're going ahead and move on to layer number 5. For layer 5, for us to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a stone brick slab on top of this middle cobblestone wall up on the front here like so. We then want to place down a stone brick stair to both sides of the slab like this on both sides. Coming off the back of these stone brick stairs, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair like so. Just like that. And after that, we're going to then place down a stone brick upside down corner stair coming off the side of that stone brick stair like that. When that's all finished here, on top of this cobblestone wall here on both sides, we're going to place down an anvil, and on the side of the anvil toward the outside of the boat, we're going to place down a wooden sign like that on the side of it. We then want to place down an iron trapdoor back from that iron trapdoor, and we're going to go into a repeating pattern. So we're going to go ahead and do this 5 times. We're going to place down a stone brick stair, and then 2 iron trapdoors. That's 1. So we're going to go ahead and do this 4 more times. Stone brick stair, 2 iron trapdoors, stone brick stair, 2 iron trapdoors, stone brick stair, 2 iron trapdoors, stone brick stair, and 2 iron trapdoors, ending on top of this last polished andesite block here. We're going to go ahead and fly over to this side and do the same thing. So just like this along the side here, like so. And once that's complete, we can go and then take light gray banners starting from the anvil and work our way across the back of these stone brick stairs and iron trapdoors. We're going to go ahead and go to the inside of the ship and place down a row of light gray banners all along the side here like this. The one thing we can't place a banner on is this stone brick stair due to the item frame, or sorry, the armor stand right here, so we will need to skip that. But over here on the right side, you can place down banners all the way along the side here with no issues whatsoever. So just like this, all the way down the side here, like that. Now, once that's all complete here, we can also place down a banner on this cobblestone wall right here. Just kind of close this off a little bit better on the bottom there, like that. So looks a little bit neater there. Anyways, moving back to this section here. So for this, we're going to place down a row of 2 of iron trapdoors on those 2 polished andesite blocks, followed by 2 stone pressure plates on those 2 polished andesite blocks on both sides there to kind of for the engine compartment. We then want to grab ourselves a wither skeleton skull, and for the throttle of the boat, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull coming off a block like this, and then break that block, place the lever, flick the lever toward the wither skeleton skull like that, and you have your throttle here for the boat there. With that all complete, we're going to go ahead and dive back to this section here. Now for this section, we're going to go to this cobblestone wall here, place down a stone brick stair, followed by a stone brick stair on this cobblestone wall, one around here, and like this. So basically placing down stairs with their backs all to this kind of invisible block right here, which is going to be the space here for the gunners to basically have their gunning positions. We then want to go and go to the cobblestone walls here, and we're going to go and place down some skeleton skulls just like this in these spaces here to kind of keep an even level across there. When that's done there, we're going to go and do the same thing over here on the right side. So another one of these gunning compartments just like this. Again, our skeleton skulls here on both sides there. Now once that's done, in between these first stairs here, we're going to place down a row of 3 of stone brick slabs. In between these ones right here, just 1 stone brick slab, and then right here in between these stairs, a row of 3 of cobblestone walls across. We then want to grab a light gray banner, place down a light gray banner coming off these 2 stone brick stairs, and then we're going to grab some rails and place down 1 and 2 rails, 1 and 2 on those 2 black wool blocks with a stone button on the stone slab, full block like that on the rear there. Once that's all complete, that's going to wrap up layer number 5 of the build, and with that we're going to move on to our last final layers, layers 6 and 7. Alright guys, we're going ahead and moving on to our last final layers. We have layers 6 through 7. For these layers to go ahead and begin with, we're going to go to the front up here and we're going to place down a row of 5 of stone brick stairs across, just like that. We then want to place down a stone brick corner stair here on both sides like this, followed by an iron trapdoor coming off this stone brick corner stair like that on top of the anvil. After that's done, we're going to go back here to the rear here. We're going to place down a anvil on top of these 2 stone brick stairs, followed by another brick upside down stair coming off the anvil. We then want to place down an end rod coming off these 2 nether brick upside down stairs like this. To both sides of the anvil, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor. And it's going to be the same thing over here for this gun as well. And for the kind of armor panels that are kind of in front of the gunners to protect them a little bit, we're going to place down some signs coming off the side here of these iron banners. So again, just like this on both sides there. When that's all done there, we're going to place down a redstone repeater on top of this narrow brick upside down stair with the notches flicked all the way back like that. And we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a dark oak wood fence gate, place down a dark oak wood fence gate coming off the back of this anvil, opened up toward it like so. Last thing for us to do is to place down a row of 3 of iron trapdoors across those cobblestone walls there, and then on the side here of these iron trapdoors, we're going to place down some light gray banners like that. And once you guys have that all complete, that's going to pretty much wrap up my design for the LCVP Higgins Boat. Hope you guys do enjoy this design and are able to put it to good use, and also, again, kind of remember, D-Day and the 75th anniversary for it, and all those men that died on that beach to basically preserve freedom and liberty in Europe and pretty much the world. Anyways, that's going to pretty much wrap up this tutorial. If you guys do end up using this design, I do ask you guys give me proper credit for it. This being thing from the side of the build, to my channel or this video. If this does appear in social media sites, just be sure to get proper credit for the build. That's all I ask for in doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow, and it continues to keep me inspired to keep on posting these types of videos. So as long as you guys give me credit for it, you're free to use it for whatever projects you guys would like. Anyways, that's going to pretty much wrap up this tutorial. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.